The following D&D campaign is rated TV MA LSVEC. It contains strong language, sexual situations, violence, extreme nerdiness, and player character conspiracy theories. It is intended only for a mature audience. Viewer discretion is advised.
What?
We were so good, y'all.
Oh my gosh,
I know.
I was about
our best behavior.
I was about to just yell out vagina, and then I was
Penis,
like, no,
penis,
I'm
yeah.
waiting until Tuesday.
Nice.
Yeah.
Vagina
Yeah.
chair.
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
Vagina chair.
If you've played Animal Crossing, you would know and understand.
I haven't seen a single vagina in my Animal Crossing game. I think I'm doing it wrong.
Oh, you're playing
Yeah.
too?
Oh gosh.
Oh, did I not?
Okay.
Did I not link you guys the star magic wand? Someone
I just got
photoshopped.
that too. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
sorry.
DM that does not play Animal Crossing, I'm cutting it off.
I feel you, Victoria.
Okay. Yep. So I believe Jefferson is doing our recap for this week. So if you want to go ahead, Steven, it's all yours.
Sure. Okay. Pre-game my coffee.
Mhm.
Cheers.
So we were tasked to rescue a Lady Amara by a hillbilly gnome. And it seems that we are constantly sidetracked, but it leads to killing. And that works okay for me. Although it seems that my companions are a bit better at it. Now, obviously, Ileana, with her glowing hair and wings and flying, is a force to be reckoned with. We have a tiefling, and his abs remain rock hard no matter how much bacon he eats. And Elzaris, although she only uses one eye, is pretty nifty sneaking off to pee. But what surprises me most is the power of the gnomes in our group. I dare say we wouldn't have survived this combat without our new friend Gnaarf, trapping people and unleashing all types of terror, and then Peppino, who can make people sleep, sure, but also make them dance. They are a useful kind. We ultimately were victorious and saved Lady Amara, and she invited us to her mansion, and hopefully we can find out exactly what's going on here and if it can help us toward our ultimate goals on the mission. But I think the only other thing worth saying is that I've had the craving for combat, and it's been satiated, and it's caused me to reflect, and I think that Ileana was right. I'm Derek Bardson. I'm done.
He lives.
Interesting.
Okay. All right. So we find our crew in the magnificent mansion of Lady Amara. They had just stepped through and began to rest because they had requested that Lady Amara teleport them to a location in the morning when her device was able to do so. So Gnaarf Flibbenstoop, Shandley, the Sapphire Dragonborn, and Lady Amara are joining the five of you in the study for the evening until you all retire. If you have nothing to do in the evening, we can go straight to the morning. It's kind of up to you guys.
I'm waiting around for a servant.
There are a
That's
variety of
new.
servants, but they are very much like Greg. They are unseen. So you ask for something and it sort of floats over to you.
Oh, great. Good. Then you can carry my daggers. Those need to be sharpened. I'll need a hot bath and then someone else to come rub my shoulders because it's been a very long day. Oh, and maybe someone to rub my feet.
Xaddis,
Chop, chop.
you're not home.
But this is a mansion. So it's almost like home.
It
Chop, chop.
doesn't mean that they work for you.
I will give you praises.
Maybe if you ask
Exchange.
them nicely. Maybe a bit of please?
Yeah.
And thank you?
Tip them.
What?
Tip them.
No, you know what?
Yeah.
Maybe not tip them.
I
I
tip Greg
will
every
never
time he does
happen.
something for me.
Yeah, that's weird. I think they're already getting paid by their mistress, so why would I like?
It's a tipping culture. Minimum wage is not up to what it should be in the service industry.
At least ask
At least they have a service industry.
before you demand.
I think Elzaris is from a bit of a different culture herself. I think this is the norm for her. If the servants
they're
don't
not
mind, I
her
don't see a
servants.
problem with her. She's missed this lifestyle. I think
I miss
it's alright
it
for
so
her.
much.
Indulge a little bit.
You see Lady Amara kind of look over and say, they can certainly bring you whatever you desire, and I'm sure they're able to set up a hot bath for you, but in terms of the daggers, that's not how this magic works. They won't be able to affect your weaponry or anything else. And just before you get your feelings hurt, anything that you take from the mansion will disappear in the morning, so...
Did you think I was going to steal? This place is.
I
Immaculate.
just didn't want you to request something that you couldn't take along with you, that's all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, now I. Okay. Airbed? Do they have names? Lady Mistress?
Not
Her name is Amara. She has a name, and her name is Lady Amara.
Lady Amara? Excuse me.
Easy.
No, if you just simply make your request kindly, they will follow your request.
Oh, okay. Please draw me a bath. And please rub my feet and shoulders. Thank you.
You feel slight pressure over your boots, but it's not very much because they can't apply much pressure.
5 pounds of pressure.
Yeah, it's not much.
Oh,
But
dang
it's
it.
there.
Take me to my room then, please. And I will sit down and take off my boots and then I'll be a little bit better. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
So if you're going to leave, you'll see a candelabra sort of start floating in front of you.
It's like Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah. And you can follow it to your room.
Imagining. Okay.
This place is weird.
This is so cool, you guys.
I don't think it's that weird. If this is Elzaris and like her natural habitat, like I don't.
I'm a little worried.
I'm like
honestly.
a little worried. Yeah.
Well, I think doesn't it explain a lot about her on this adventure? How
I mean,
out of place she's been, and it's obviously caused her much distress.
oh,
That is-
sure.
That is the most observant thing I've ever heard you say, Jefferson, and I'm so proud of you.
Well, that Jefferson
You've come so far in the past few weeks.
makes me wonder why she left.
Yeah. I would, Lady Amara, if you have a moment, I wanted to ask you if you would be open to comparing arcane notes. If you would be interested in sharing any information you might have that I don't, or vice versa.
Perhaps. Maybe you could tell me a little bit about yourself. What kind of wizard you are? What kind of gnome you are?
Oh, I'm a forest gnome, and I practice the school of illusion.
Oh, pardon me. Perhaps I wasn't very clear. More, what drives you?
What drives me?
Right. Yes.
Ooh.
What kind of person are you?
I would love to tell you, but perhaps my friends could be of better use. They would be more honest than I would about myself. I would love for them to shed whatever knowledge they have about me to you.
Insightful.
I
Well-
can tell you all about him.
Please do. And she'll kind of wave her hand in the air, and drinks will arrive, and there'll be food laid out for you so you can enjoy yourselves.
Peppino, more than anything else, is an animal rights activist. He will do anything to keep the creatures of the forest alive and not have unnecessary harm come to them. He has an owl that lives inside his shirt and does mathematics.
Advanced.
And
mathematics. Yeah.
and he, in his free time, he will let up to 8 people in his hold at once. Sorry, I couldn't keep it together.
I wish I could fit more. I do, but that's.
Was that the right number?
capacity.
Was it 8?
Yeah, it was 8. Yeah.
Sweet. Okay. And that's Peppino. He's what you see before you and much more.
I'll bow.
Let's see. Make a persuasion check, Jefferson.
Oh man, I don't know that I'm a particularly persuasive kitty, but I'll give it a go. Oh, a -1. That'll be great. 3 total.
That roll. We're starting to... I don't know what that laugh was. I've never laughed like that in my life.
I'm gonna use my what's it called? My inspiration on Jefferson right now. So you can reroll.
You just use my own.
No.
Yeah,
save
or
it.
you can use your own, whatever.
Okay.
You're gonna need it.
15.
Oh.
15. Okay. Yeah. That does it.
I think I was only speaking in truth. I don't know what I'm persuading.
Yeah. You see for a moment of doubt sort of, kind of cross her face as you're talking about his hole, and she's a little confused about owls doing math. But then it just sort of dawns on her, oh, it's probably his familiar, and it's probably a rope trick. And she turns to you and says, well,
she didn't say rope trick out loud, did she?
No. She just sort of like on her face was extremely confused. Yeah. I see. Well, it is a very good thing to have someone, an animal activist. Yes, we could compare some notes. What amount of magic are you looking to compare? Are you
something simple, nothing too advanced. I don't want to, the more advanced it is, the longer it takes, and I know. Yeah, we're only going to be here for a short while.
Of course. Well, right. We will. As soon as we're finished eating, I'll show you my spells, and you can take a look and see if there's something that interests you.
Absolutely. And please feel free to look at my spell book as well if there's anything you might want to learn.
Thank you. It's very kind. How about the rest of you? How can I repay you as thanks for taking care of me, coming to get me?
Well, if you have any skills you can impart or information you can share about the state of the land here, or anything you think might be helpful.
Certainly. I can impart anything that you wish to know. You just only need to ask. If that's what you wish is repayment.
Oh, do you have any magic items? Oh, I'm always looking for for those wonderful things.
Well, the ones that I have on me are those that I use the most as I am traveling at the moment. I do have, and she'll pull out the that cylindric item that created the 10 platinum earlier. I could give you payment. I could give you a favor in the future, but I travel very lightly.
I understand. Well, can you tell us anything about all the fighting between these Dragonborn and the Assembly and everyone in between?
Oh, and she'll kind of like quickly glance over at Shandley, who looks a little bit uncomfortable now, and just starts. And you see this druid dragonborn clutch his mug of ale a little bit closer, and she'll turn to you. Certainly. Well, I don't know where to start. I mean, how far back do you want to go?
Well, let me tell you what we know, and then maybe you can go from there, at least with the current matters at hand.
Sure.
And I'll just fill her in with what we learned from the not the giants, the mini giants.
Lions.
Thank you.
The baby giants.
My brain's down in like first gear, so it makes different connections. My bad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be speaking in code tonight. So I'll just fill her in with what we learned from them, and try and better explain that feel like we have some of the history, but we're just wondering more about. We want to understand both sides, right? The story we heard was just from their side, and having some draconic in my bloodline, some dragon, in my bloodline. I'd kind of like to understand both sides, and just being me.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, I was doing three things at once. Did you say you told her that you knew about the twin dragons or no?
Yeah, I think that, I would probably get to that point and, hold on, before I start mixing 8 different characters, let me make sure I have a message on this one. I do, okay. Send Pepino a message and ask him.
Yeah, we do have a message. Yeah.
Okay. Should we, mention all that? Can I go all out?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And I'll probably do the same to Ileana.
I trust her.
Okay, nice. Does Ileana also feel okay with sharing all that? With me sharing all that?
What?
As she just...
All that
So can I hear the message too?
No, I'm sending a second one because it's a cantrip.
Okay.
So.
She'll just nod and just kind of shrug like it's your call.
Okay. Yeah, I'll spill all the tea.
Tea spill. All right. Oh, yes, your information is very much a patchwork, isn't it? Well,
right.
I guess the thing that you need to understand before all of that is that first, you're obviously not from these isles. I take it you had to go through the whirlpools to get here.
Right.
Right. All right. So, when the whirlpools came to be, the seas were displaced, and about 2/3 of what the Obsidian Isles were flooded.
Ooh.
And the refugees from the sunken islands dispersed what was left. And it caused tension, if you can imagine, all of these peoples living on top of one another. And the ancient war between the giants and the dragons was reborn until an event that scarred the land, and a truce was founded. So that truce lasted until, those 2 twin dragons were released upon the Isles again by the Adieus Assembly, or what they were back then. And now tensions are at an all-time high. There are skirmishes between the Goliaths and the Dragonborn clans are sort of being puppeted by the giants and the dragons. The elves, my people, of the Kesadothian Pass. We've acted as mediators since our existence here, but things are getting a bit more difficult with the rising tensions. The giants don't believe that the Alliance Assembly let the dragons go, or at least they believe the dragons had something to do with those two twins
Right.
on the land. And so here we are now. You see Shandley over there, and she kind of looks at him for a brief moment. His scars are from a Goliath raiding party. He was left for dead. But he wasn't very respected in his own clan for his magics, so I've helped him set up a new home. Well, until those goblins took it over.
Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that, and I'll give him a nod and look back at her.
So here we are.
Well, I thank you for that. That definitely helps us understand a bit better. Sounds like the old cycle of hate that too many of us go through.
Right. I myself have been an emissary between the two for over a century.
Oh.
I recently, over the last decade, took a short reprieve for my own research, but seeing what I've seen, I'm sure I will be called back soon.
Right.
Did you know of the meeting they're having? The giants? Well, you do now, but
Not really in a particular meeting. No.
yeah, it sounds like it's a pretty important one. I think they're all convening to, I think, discuss what they find as a threat.
That's troublesome, because although they have the ordning and the understanding and the truce is that they can meet in small groups amongst each other, if you're telling me that it's that large of a meeting, that many giants, perhaps your Goliath friends as well, then this is not a small meeting.
Yeah, it's like I was telling Ileana, it's a giant meeting.
Right.
You left that door open.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't know if Ileana is annoyed or if Stephanie is annoyed.
Yep.
Awesome.
Both.
Are you familiar with these ruins? And I'll take my map that I've drawn so far and show her a rough area with little icon for ruins where we went and saw that machine that changed time.
Mm-hmm.
Lennox bacon brain is kicking in.
She kind of looks at the map and looks at you and, have you been there or are you going there?
Oh, we've been there. Seen a rather interesting thing or two. Or three. But still some mystery left.
Well, we know that there was a what are they called? I want to say a fox wizard, but that's not the scientific term.
Fox
An
wizard.
Arcana lost.
An arcana law, thank you.
Yes. He took up residence a short time ago. That is an elven temple. One that is rather far away from our settlement, and therefore we cannot keep it staffed all the time. But he has made it very difficult for us to continue our research there.
While we were there, we saw a few poor soul's deceased, but they temporarily separated the creature's spirit or whatever from its body. If that helps open a window or door for you to a foothold there.
How long ago was this?
Perhaps a week.
A week? Yeah.
It has returned.
Okay. We also took the Arcanal spell book, so it might be slightly disarmed. As a parting gift on the way out.
It did look like that someone had been there before us, so.
All right.
Just be careful with that.
Oh, of course.
Protect yourselves. It's a dangerous thing to have.
We'll be
There
careful.
was a storeroom.
Is this
That
the
was
plot of
rummaged
Hocus
through?
Pocus?
Do
I'm
what?
sorry, Ileana, what was that?
There was a storeroom that was rummaged through.
I see.
Right.
We found it when we got there.
Right. Now, there was the strangest thing. I had a bit of kind of glance around, giving a Linux look to the other party members. I had a bit of a vision while I was there. Something to do with a glowing orb, and somehow it was used with the device there. We used the device ourselves, but this orb did something altogether different. Can you, as payment, of course, for saving you from dire straits, perhaps you can help or elucidate as to what that exactly does, or where we can find the orb.
The orb itself I know nothing of, but this isn't really my particular study of magic. That you would have to go speak to my brethren
Oh.
in the past. They would probably be able to illuminate what outside of the, I guess, the uses of the temple that you already found.
Your brethren in the past?
In the past, in the Khazadothian Pass. So she had mentioned the Khazadothian Pass is where the elves are.
Do you reckon that they would welcome us with open arms if we were to arrive unannounced?
Oh. I would probably make sure that you are very clear about your purpose there. You have to understand most of the elves of the Isles, or at least this isle, live at the pass because, well, like I said, so many of us were displaced when we lost the islands in the Great Whirlpools. So it's a bit cramped. You'll see all types of elves there, and outsiders are not as frequent.
I can understand that. All right. I don't suppose you'd be willing to write something up for us, or send them a message like, "Psst, this particular lot might be swinging by sometime."
Make a persuasion check,
Mhm.
please.
Very helpful.
That's not super great. Oh wait, do I have good persuasion? Oh, I have +8 persuasion, which
very
makes it
persuasive.
Holy
21.
crap!
There you go.
Okay. Okay. Let me sleep on it, and I will let you know in the morning. That is an introduction for people that I barely know is a big ask, but you
I
did
understand.
come and save me without knowing who I was, so
I'll say this:
I will ponder it.
don't feel any pressure. I didn't think initially. I can understand how that's quite a bit of an ask, and if you're not comfortable with it, that's fine. I don't want to be one of those people that comes into your life and asks for huge things. We didn't save you for rewards. We just saved you because it was the right thing to do, and I'd rather be true to my character than undo that. So no pressure. If it's too big, don't worry about it. But I appreciate you taking some time. Of course.
So briefly, while we're having this conversation, Jefferson, are you doing anything in particular?
I am eyeing Ileana this whole time and trying to get her attention just through cat stares and sort of like twitching my whiskers and glancing off to the side, letting her know that I desire to communicate with her.
You're not going to do that thing where like you like try and like bat her hand or something.
Yeah, as soon as
from like a really far away to like really reach for it.
If at any point she yawns during the conversation, I will just stick my snout in her mouth.
Ew.
No,
She won't yawn.
She's gonna headbutt her mouth anytime she yawns.
Okay, no, I'm not that much of a cat. Anyway, so I don't know if Ileana is receptive to that or if she knows better. Is she rolling an am I stupid check?
No, I was rolling a perception check for myself.
Nice.
I would say it would take her a while to notice you, but she would eventually notice the weird movements and just kind of like.
Mm-hmm. And I'll say, when she makes that face at me, I'll say, I need to use the restroom, and then we'll walk away.
Okay.
And then I'm going to walk and I'm going to find a bathroom and I'm going to go into it.
Did you gesture again when you said you were going to the bathroom, or no?
I merely eyed you as I walked away.
Ileana, I think he wants to have some girl talk in the bathroom. If you would take a moment.
Are you kidding me?
I think that there's something he needs to get off his chest.
We're going to look at Lady Amara. Deadpan. You don't need any helpers or anything, do you? Anyone to help out with things? No? Okay. All right, and she'll start
It's girl code, Ileana. Come on, it's girl code. You have
slowly
to
walking towards the bath, wherever he walked to.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to find a restroom. There's one down the hall.
Is there a kitty litter box just for him?
Jefferson?
All right, are you on the other side of the door?
Yeah.
Who is it?
It's Ileana,
Oh,
the
would you come
person
in?
that you almost asked to...
Will you come in?
Are you serious?
Yes,
You're
I'm
asking-
serious.
What are you doing in there, Jefferson?
Hiding from the invisible people. Will you please come in?
And she will open the door.
Okay. And then I will sort of gently pull her in and shut the door.
Jefferson?
Ileana, I feel like we need to speak in private.
Well,
And
we're here.
I have a memory, and I need you to correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
Did you tell me that we have invisible enemies stalking us? Because this building is full of invisible people. And they have Tasha. They have, oh, sorry. So low. They have Faxel. They have.
Well, they are.
I had that one bitch, okay?
I mean, they are invisible servants. I mean, it's a magic spell.
They're not a threat.
No, they're not a threat.
There he
but
is.
you are. You are correct that we did talk about invisible enemies at one point, a while ago.
I'm just getting this general feeling of uneasiness and uncertainty in my surroundings, and it's a a new sensation, and I don't know what to do with it.
I don't think it's a
and
new sensation, Jefferson. It sounds a lot like Derek.
But I am Derek.
Well, okay. That's
You
that's
said
new.
that I was. Well, listen. You told me that I was Derek, and I didn't understand. But Jefferson carried a meaning, and was one of the only things that I recalled when I came back. And I want to know why you were so confused by that. You said that I did not like Jefferson, but everyone else insisted that I did. Peppino was certain.
Well, Jefferson was someone that was a bit of a so we all kind of had different experiences with this Jefferson, or a person named Jefferson, not you, but someone named
Okay.
Jefferson. When we first came to the island,
Mhm.
Jefferson apparently decided to help Linnick and Peppino
Osiris.
and Oxalis, but then when it came to us in peril, for some weird reason, he decided not to, and was a bit of a louse, and so we didn't like Jefferson, neither you nor I, and
It was only us, though, right?
well, I mean, we also had Locke, but Locke,
Locke.
had to head out.
Did Locke kill me?
No, Locke didn't kill you. His chest had a part in it, but it was mostly yourself and your stupid decisions.
I feel like I'm capable of making very good decisions.
You've made more sound decisions since you woke up as a tabaxi than you did before, or at least since I've known you. Which, I mean, it really isn't that long, but there you go.
That's worrisome.
It's worrisome that you didn't make any smart decisions before.
Well, wouldn't that worry you if someone
But you're
told you
making
that
them
about
now.
yourself?
I think that's what's important,
I
right?
see. I knew I needed to talk to you. I sensed that we had a bond. We had an intimate relationship.
No, we didn't
Not-
have an intimate relationship.
No, not romantic.
Oh,
but
gotcha.
That we were confidants, were we not?
I would say that Derek saw me as a confidant, yeah?
That's an interesting way of phrasing that.
I'm just... He did. I mean, you did... This is really confusing. But yeah, I mean, we had some conversations prior to this.
I have 3 questions for you.
Sure.
Did anyone know that you came in here with me?
I just
because I
walked
feel
out
like
of the
I
room.
was very subtle.
I don't think... I mean, I think you did the best that you could. I did the best that I could.
I don't have the mind message magic. I can't do it.
It's okay. I don't either.
It's kind of lame, actually.
You think
it's a
it's lame?
stupid spell. Yes.
I mean, it could come in handy.
I feel like there are other ways to do that. Anyway, so you weren't seen.
I'm sure that they were busy talking to the lady.
Okay. Second question.
Mm-hmm.
If I am certain that I am Derek Bardson, is it safe to let the allies of Jefferson know that I feel that way? Or should I...
The people in the next room.
Yes.
Why wouldn't it be safe?
Because you say that Jefferson's bad, but they say he is good.
They liked the Jefferson that we both had an experience with. They're not saying that, I don't think you saying, I think they'd be happy to know that you are kind of feeling more like Derek than Jefferson now.
Okay. I will take
So
that into
sure,
consideration.
I think you should tell them when you're ready.
Okay, final question.
Mm-hmm.
And I just need confirmation of this because I'm pretty certain that it's true.
Okay.
Derek Bardson was a vampire, is that correct?
No, he wasn't.
What? Wait, why are you guys laughing? This isn't funny. Wait, are
It's pretty funny, dude. It's pretty funny.
Are you certain about that?
Let me ask you this. Why do you think that Derek Bardson was a vampire?
Why did I come back with fangs and a desire to kill?
Well, we had you. You died. So we took you to the Tabaxi, which we knew raised people from the dead, but in Tabaxi form, and we did.
And I'm eyeing her throat the whole time she's saying this.
Do I have something? Is there?
I was trying to decide if I'm supposed to bite you or not.
That's not. No, we're not. You're not a vampire, for one.
Okay. What if should I
She'll
just
kind of
try
like take
it
a
on
step
someone
back
and find out?
No, I don't think you should. I think you know how to tell if you're a vampire.
How?
Now I've read books on this.
Okay.
When you're sleeping, you turn
When
into
I'm
bats.
sleeping.
Yeah. When you're sleeping, all of a sudden you turn into a bunch of bats. That's how you can tell.
When I fall asleep, I turn into bats.
If you're a
Sleep is like
vampire,
death, I turn into Baxi.
No, it has to be bats. It has to be bats, not tabaxi. You're in a tabaxi form, but if you go to sleep and you wake up and you're just a bunch of bats flying around, then you know that you're a vampire.
Would Ileana, can I trust you to tell me if I turn into bats when I sleep?
I will let you know.
Have you seen me asleep not as bats?
Yes.
Are you certain?
Yes, I'm certain.
Okay.
I don't think you're a vampire, but that's something to look out for. If I ever see ya being a bunch of bats, I'll let you know.
Okay, thank you, Ileana. Let's return to our friends.
Okay, well, let me go first, and then you can come out a little bit later. That way they don't know that we're in here together.
Should I be sure to have the toilet flush and have the sound of my hands being washed for an appropriate amount of time?
Yes, but wait until a couple minutes.
What about you? Wait, do you need to make the toilet flush?
I tell you what, why don't you go first, and then I'll stay in the bathroom, wash my hands, flush. And so what you can say is, if they ask about me, you can say, "Oh, she was waiting for the bathroom." And so now
she watched me poo.
No, I was waiting outside.
No, I'm gone.
She like leans on the sink or whatever is in there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is my life now. All right. And then, she'll just kind of stand there for a bit, flush, do whatever is there, and then leave about 3 minutes later.
Okay, perfect. So while the two of you are having this conversation back in the room, Lennox has his map out, and noticing, because she rolled a 19 plus her modifier, that the two of you had left, she goes and pulls out her spell book and sets it up on one of the tables for Peppino to flip through. Peppino, will you just make an Arcana check for me, please?
I would love to. I'd be honored. 24.
24. Easy to tell. She clearly is a very skilled enchantress. In meta terms, she is a level 16 enchantment wizard. So we will, you and I will I'll send you a list of all of her spells, and you can pick it later. But yeah, she has all sorts of spells that you can choose from. So.
I'll pull out my spell book. I'm gonna slam it on the table. Like dust is just gonna come off like everywhere. It's super raggedy, and it
wonderful.
And it just has like a bunch of like really cute like doodles on it, just like of animals and stuff.
She'll
I'm gonna please peruse at will.
She'll be like gingerly moving the pages, and you can see her just sort of like, not laughing at it, but sort of amused by your particular style. And you see her as she's flipping through. She does find one that she doesn't have in her book. And as you're flipping through her book with that Arcana roll, you can tell that she has a lot of enchantment, obviously, but she does have quite a bit of illusion magic as well.
Cool.
So you can tell she'd be interested in it. So she takes one of your spells as well.
Awesome.
And she will procure out of her bag the supplies needed to copy down. So you do not have to use it.
How kind of her. How kind of you.
Well, you did save my life. Thank you.
I would do it again.
I appreciate that. It's good to see that not all the newcomers are so brash and self-serving.
Yeah, it is. It is. I apologize.
At that moment, I'll walk up and be like, "Hey, can I get something to eat? I need some food."
Oh, yes, of course. There's food at the table for you.
No, I won't say thank you. I'll just walk off.
Derek, where's Ileana?
And I didn't. I'm not responding to
Okay.
So while she's helping you with the spell books, Gnaarf will actually go up to Lennox, because it's the only one left in the room besides who is very busy, and go up to you and say, all right, friend, I thank you again for your help. I do believe I owe you this, and he will pull out.
Damn, that's a good Gnaarf. Holy shit.
Thanks. Well, Alec did such a great job. So, and he'll pull out the token of his people.
Oh, right. Well, thank you.
Well,
right.
Thank you. Really, you guys pulled me out of a jam. I could not have taken on that many foes all by myself.
Turned out to be quite a wasp's nest.
Right. I don't know why I... Sorry.
I'm trying not to sound like Gnaarf. Yes, don't worry about it. No, really.
I was like, that was Irish, not Southern. What the hell was that? Right.
We'll all just fall into it. Ileana,
okay. Thank you, Fran. All right.
Pleasure to meet you.
You as well. And if y'all ever need anything, I mean, I travel around. I don't really stay with the tribe anymore.
Right.
I'm on my own. They don't really understand my type of magic, but if you need me, I go here and there, and you can always find me.
Yeah.
I do.
So I've wandered back, and I overheard Gnaarf, and I go to the Linux, and I'm like, Linux, I actually I think I do have something I would like him to do.
Oh, I'll step back.
Anything, friend.
Linux, could you show him where Sebastian and his mother live, and have him check on them if he's in the area?
Ooh. Are they currently living now with the stone mask people? Or the
No.
tabaxi?
No, they, you would have recorded down, I believe, that they were living about a day's walk away from that halfling cottage that you guys, yeah.
Are you sure you're comfortable with that, Jefferson? I mean, of course, I think we can trust these fine folk, but just to double check with you.
Well, I was told that he helped bring me to the tribe to resurrect me, and that's the least I can do is if someone's going to be nearby,
Of course.
just to make sure that they're doing well.
Right. All right. Sure. Are you all right with that, Gnaarf?
Oh, sure. I mean, as long as it's not a pressing sort of thing, my short legs, I can't go that fast, but I can make my way down there and check on them for sure.
I'm sure we'd appreciate that. And I'll look at Jefferson and just make sure it sounds good with him. All right. And I'll show him on the map right about here, about a day's travel from, whatever, not that landmark of the Stoneface people, but whatever's close. It'd be like a day's travel from this.
Oh, sure. I'm actually familiar with those woods.
Oh.
Yes. So I can certainly get down there. Yeah.
Hey, did we destroy that green dragon while we were there? Did we kill it? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, if there was, I'd say be careful, but there was a little wee green dragon terrorizing the area, but we took care of it, so.
All right. Well, thank you. I mean, clearly I wouldn't have been able to take on Green Dragon by myself if I couldn't take on those goblins and things. Thank you.
Of course. Well, I do hope our paths will cross again.
Why? Yes, me too. Right. Just I'll make sure that if you pass through there, I'll tell them that I was supposed to meet you there, and that way I've been there.
Wonderful. Sounds good. Here, take some bacon for the road. I don't have much left in this batch, but.
Oh, thank you. Here, take some mayo with you, and
oh, right,
alchemy jug,
excellent,
and make you 2 gallons worth of mayo in a variety of different bottles. So you've got like 6 bottles of mayo.
Nice. I'll pack them up. Yeah. Right. I'll leave one out because I'm definitely making some goodies right now. Thank you, Gnaarf. Good thinking, Jefferson.
Thank you, Lennox.
Would you like some bacon, Jefferson? Perhaps a fine breakfast sandwich?
I'm holding a plate of food, like, at the moment and eating it, and I'll say, yes, please.
Excellent.
Ileana will come out around this time.
You're just in time, Ileana, and I'll start assembling some breakfast sandwiches and cooking if they have the means to in here.
Great.
Absolutely. All right.
So glad we were able to do this, you guys. I'm so glad we made it out okay, and we made some new friends.
Are we still going to make it to the giant meeting on time?
I think so.
Wait, you're still wanting to go to it?
Yeah.
After what she's just said?
Yes.
I think for me, for what it's worth, it's less now about finding a good, just cause and more about whatever this war is, we're going to be swept up in it, and I'd rather have a little bit of information, who the players are and what they're planning to do. I can't say I feel the same. It's clearly, it seems like both sides are just rattled with hate.
I agree.
That's war.
Hi. But if I'm going to get sucked in one way or the other, I'd rather know at least have a rough idea of what's going on. And it sounds like it's a big meeting from what our new friend here said. Not that I know if we'll get in, but maybe we'll have a wee bit of an in with, maybe at least one of us will, maybe Peppino or someone that's well equipped to sneak in and find their way out. Or not sneak in, but they seem to take a liking to you, Peppino. I don't think they'd like me there. Just a hint.
I think they'll learn to like you, Lennox. I would be impressed to find an intelligent creature that didn't like you.
Oh.
I could find some intelligent creatures that wouldn't like you.
Oh, does that... Are you among those, Ileana?
Oh,
No,
Ileana,
it's
don't
not
be so
me.
mean.
It's not me.
Ileana,
Oh,
It's
good.
why don't
not.
you like Lennox?
It's not me. I'm just saying. I've met a lot of people that don't like your kind.
Oh, right.
They're not stupid.
Oh, there's plenty, sadly.
They sound stupid.
You sound stupid for saying that.
You're stupid.
I digress.
Would you two like some breakfast sandwiches?
For the first time, I am the one person not being called stupid, and I'm just gonna nod to myself.
Nice. Awesome.
Yes, I'll take a breakfast sandwich, Linux.
Good. I'm gonna try it with some mayo. I'm just saying, and I'll make it with a little mayo on the. Cool. So,
Thank you. It's morning? Why are we eating breakfast sandwiches?
they're good
That's for
day or
dinner,
night.
Ileana.
It's nighttime.
Rules are meant to
I
be
was
broken,
so
Ileana.
confused.
It's Brenner. It's Brenner.
Brenner,
Uh,
don't let the man tell you when you can have a breakfast sandwich and when you can't.
Exactly.
well, I guess it's time for... I'm going to go in and retire, I think.
Sweet dreams, Ileana.
She's going to go back to her room and do some reading.
Nice. I'll find my way to bed whenever it's bedtime.
Yeah, I'll hang out with Gnaarf and Amara and oh my god, I'm spacing out on his name.
Shandley.
What was that?
Shandley.
Shandley.
Right,
Yeah, I want to hang out with Shandley. I want to make sure that he knows, like, we're gonna do our best to make sure that he never has to go through anything like he went through before.
And I am going to try and find out where Elzaris went and sort of just casually put my ear against the door and hope that I don't hear anything horrible, or at least hear something and not possible death on the other side.
Why would there be possible death on my side?
Make a perception check.
Because you're with a bunch of invisible people?
Well, you know.
Me? Oh,
Doing
it's not good.
who knows what.
I think... What? Let me just double check my perception. 9.
A 9? Yeah. So you make your way down the hall that has the bedrooms. All of the doors at this point are open because this is right as Ileana is going into her room. And there's one door that's shut. So you put your ear up to it and do not hear anything at all. It's quiet.
Is Ileana still in the hallway?
She would have went straight
at this
into her
moment?
room. I mean,
Then I'm gonna walk over to Ileana's room, and if the door is open, I'll just stick my head in, and if it's not, I will knock on it.
sure, we'll say the door is open.
Ileana,
Derek,
can you go check on Elzaris?
what do you want me to check for?
Just to make sure she's okay. She went off alone with invisible people.
Because of the servants. Okay.
Whatever you want to call them.
Do you know?
Just-
Do you know what room she'll go out in the hallway? Do you know which room she's in?
Well, presumably either the only one with the door shut, or they've already killed her and disposed of the body.
She'll go over to the she'll go over to the door, and then look at Derek / Jefferson. You know, it was things were a bit dull for a while. Seemed to
Where?
be livening up again. I'm just knock. Exodus, are you asleep?
Oh, you hear moaning from like a really good massage.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. I think she's fine. Derek.
It sounds like she's doing something personal in there, and I am going to bed.
Might be. I think we should maybe. And she'll like guide him away from the door. We should leave her. Leave her be.
Using herbal essence shampoo in there.
She might be.
Yes.
Probably right.
Paul.
I'm gonna come around the corner and say, guys, I can hear that. These are the servants she was talking about during Truth or Dare.
I'm going to go to bed.
These are the servants, guys.
Night, and she's going to go in her room and shut the door.
The unseen servants. That's why she didn't know their names. That's why.
That's awesome.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I need to hide Greg from her. Oh no. Oh no.
Wasn't she really mean to Greg at one point?
Yeah,
Now we
she's
know
super
why.
mean to Greg. She's super mean to
I mean,
everyone.
I wasn't that
She
mean.
was crushing.
I was
Okay, yeah. I'm going just to my room, just sort of shocked looking, and I'll shut the door.
Okay. All right. So as the evening draws to a close, everyone finds their way to their rooms to rest. Ileana, part of the way through the evening, you start to have a vision of a very familiar angelic form. And they don't say anything to you, but they reach their hand out to you. And it's like they're just standing in the room with you.
So I'm having this while I'm sleeping.
It's while you're sleeping, right?
Am I in bed or am I standing up as well in the vision?
In the vision,
Or is it kind of like POV?
it's kind of like POV. You kind of look like it feels like you're sleeping in bed, and you see them standing kind of in bed, reaching their hand out to you.
She will sit up, and I just see the familiar form in the darkness.
See the familiar form, and as you're sitting up, you see sort of your body is still sleeping there, but you're sitting up.
She will stare at it for a minute or less and reach out her hand to it.
They take your hand and sort of draw you forward as if pulling you towards, as they start to walk backwards. And if you follow, do you get up and follow? Okay.
Yeah.
Then the room starts to fade away, and they walk through what looks like a very serene forest. And you walk for a little bit. They're just looking at you, sort of. Actually, make a perception check for me.
Okay. That's a 12 total.
12 total. You kind of see them. It's almost like they're floating backwards as they're, and they have their wings, but the wings aren't flapping, to lift them up. But they're drawing you in, and you see them start to float over what looks like this glittering, very clear pool of water. And they're sort of leading you into the water. You continue to follow?
Yeah, she'll continue.
Okay. And so you find your form going into the water and deeper, and as soon as you get to about shoulder depth, the divine symbol that is not of Torm is around your neck. Starts to tug at you.
Like tugging me down?
Kind of like they're tugging you down. And the angel lets go of your hand. They're still floating above the water. And it's tugging you down. And they float up a little bit higher and reach their hand out.
Can I not reach up to get the hand again?
Make a strength check for me.
That is a 19 total.
19. So it's burning almost on the back of your neck, the feeling of this this pendant pulling against your neck as you are reaching up, and you just barely get your fingers onto the angelic form's hand.
Can I use my other hand to try and pull off the necklace?
Yeah. Make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
That is a 20 total.
20 total. Okay. You tug, and finally the chain of the pendant breaks, and now you feel your arm being pulled down, and it's almost like you can't let go of it. So we've got one arm being held up by this angel, and this other hand being pulled down to the depths of the water by this pendant.
And I can't let go of it.
Make another strength check for me.
Okay.
To try and actually make an intelligence check for me.
That's an 8.
An 8. Okay. You go to let go of it, and something deep in your mind it prevents you from doing it, and it feels like it's almost like a carnal instinct, and now your arms are being stretched even further, and it's actually painful. It is painful. Your guide kind of looks at you almost in a disapproving way.
I'm trying.
Make a persuasion check. Actually, make a persuasion check or a deception check.
That is 17 persuasion.
17 persuasion. You see sort of a momentary look of doubt before they sort of steal their resolve. And you see a radiant divine energy come forth from them. And you feel it just sort of rush over your whole body, and without even thinking, you drop the other symbol, and they pull you out of the water. And the light in the area just goes bright white. You cannot see. You are blinded. And when the light finally recedes back, you are sitting back on your bed next to your sleeping self.
Is the necklace still around my neck? Can I feel it?
You see it, but it looks tarnished.
I'm going to just rip it off.
You go to rip it off, and you realize that you have no effect over the physical world at the moment. Your body, it's sort of like a vision. You're still sleeping.
And nothing else is in the room that's different?
Nothing else in the room is different. But you do hear in the back of your mind, you must have faith.
I do. I do.
And as you say that, you kind of look down at the symbol that's around the neck of your sleeping form and look back up. The angel is gone and the vision fades.
Okay.
So And at that point, you wake up from your dream, realizing that you probably drank too much at dinner and you kind of have to pee. So go ahead and take our bio breaks. That way Ileana can take a midnight pee.
Have to be.
Chat was a little active right there, guys.
I know. Don't go back.
Nothing
and read
happened.
It, whatever
Got
you
it,
do.
because I needed to stay serious.
I closed down everything. I was like, nope, chat's going down. Regular Twitch chat's going down. Nope.
Yep.
You know us so well.
It ruined a serious moment.
I brought down all of the videos except for me and Victoria.
Nice.
That's awesome.
All right. Well, I think everybody has been here before, but just in case you haven't, we just take a quick 8 to 10 minute break. Well, it's like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
We never come back to the video. And
Go to the bathroom, go get some divine energy out, whatever you need to do.
yes, eat some cheese, and we will be right back.
All right.
do something and then stare at you to say, like, what the fuck are you gonna do about it now? We had to get her this, it looks kind of like an Elizabethan ruff that she has to wear out in the yard. She figured out how to, like, flatten herself like a ferret and get out
Like,
underneath the...
back,
yeah.
Pretty
Getting
funny.
out into the... She looks so stupid.
Sounds perfect.
I feel like- I threw it over there and you liked it.
Stephen, the cracked case was an unseen servant of Ozarus.
Yep. She's
Figured
into
it
them.
out.
And when
That's why she
Jane
wouldn't
didn't
tell us
come
his
on to
name.
her,
Yeah.
the guards on
He's a busy lady.
How many do you have in there with?
Yeah,
That's the name for it.
her neck, her feet, she wanted someone to get her
And
wine.
what was it? It was her
Oh, yeah. There were two other things. I'm not sure what they were.
There's two more.
Well, we got.
Dan is pregnant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
totally fine.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to stand up because I'm too old to sit Indian style for 2 hours. Also, that's a waste.
Crisscross applesauce. We all figured it out.
Yeah, it is.
There are no more.
He knows they're lying to her.
There are no more for you. There. Does that make it better?
That's still a lie.
No.
Get
It's
some.
more hurtful. She is gonna have. Well,
Yeah.
Shoot. I also did a new Be Right Back screen with
oh shit.
Jefferson's new art.
Oh, I really, I appreciate that. Dan feeling totally talking. Like, he's gonna be old and on his deathbed.
Yeah. Ostrich Dan.
Imagine.
It was awesome.
Navy personnel. So you're gonna tell them to behave. That's so awful. Wait, is this human Derek or black Derek?
Optional.
Oh.
there's an unrevealed canonical reason why you shouldn't fuck human Derek.
Oh,
Not one reason.
which we have to talk about that at some point in time soon.
Oh yeah, did that disappear when I died?
No, that's still your backstory.
Oh, I know, but would it need?
Oh, that part of your backstory. I see. Yeah, we'll talk about it off stream.
Okay. Also, is my penis barbed? This is a serious question.
Oh, right. Cat penises. Yeah.
All my friends told me that I had a barbed penis, and I don't want to have a barbed penis, but if you say I have one, then
Maybe it could be
that's the back of
debarbed.
the roll.
What a time to come back. What a time.
No barbs. I rolled a 13. No barbs.
No barbed. Okay.
Oh my god, everyone wants to kill me.
Oh. You opened Pandora's box.
Nobody wants to marry Pepino.
Derek is super fuckable,
Hell
y'all.
no.
Oh.
Yeah, what the fuck? Why does everyone want to fuck Derek?
Wait. I thought for sure it was going to be
Fuck that
fuck.
Wait, are we?
Athletic.
Yeah. What's the
Oh, in chat, we're playing Fuck, Marry, Kill for the boys.
Yeah.
I think that says more about you guys than it does about me.
Big Jim Slade Gaming, and this is where I log into the page.
Oh, Jim, you have no idea what you missed. This is like tame.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, Tasha's back finally. Just kidding. I just sat down, Tasha. I'm just being facetious. I just sat down.
I really needed some tea. I can't quit hacking up my lungs.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Corona sucks.
I don't think it's Corona.
That's what they all say.
I know, that's what they all say, but I've had this for like a couple weeks. It's just
Yeah,
that time
because-
of year in Texas.
Oh, it's definitely Corona. Okay.
Or is it just that Derek is a pussy? Just
Meow.
Is that? Yeah.
Hey, y'all
Oh,
did
man.
fuck, marry, kill
There's
without me?
3 layers.
Just
to that
completely
one.
unprovoked.
Pretty great.
Okay, so my
I mean, I
answer
guess
to
that would
all of that,
explain it. Yeah.
here, I'll put it in chat. Ready?
Yeah. Horsey,
Oh
you
my
make a
God.
good point. Good point. All right. So, we'll get back into it. Evening has passed in the magnificent mansion. Whenever you desire, you can make your way back down to the lovely dining hall of Lady Amara's mansion so that you can have breakfast before you depart.
After she woke up, Victoria, is the necklace on her after she woke up from her sleep?
It is.
She's going to take it off.
Okay.
And just toss it under the bed.
Okay.
I'll leave it there.
That's awesome.
And she'll leave the room.
Fuck this thing.
All right. All right. Noted. All right. Everyone else? What y'all doing? When are you getting up?
Oh, coffee. The usual for Lennox. I won't run it
Yeah,
into
yeah,
the
yeah.
boring. Yeah.
Can we
Yeah,
have?
and I will. I know enough that in the morning, the thing I need to do is find Linux because he has everything I need.
Oh.
Wow. Everything.
Like how like everything Derek does is just like finding an adult just to help him with whatever he needs. Just to like, find
Can't do it on my own.
someone to feed him, take care of him, comfort him.
Right, listen, he's gonna have coffee, he's gonna have food, and he's gonna have rock hard abs to eat it off of.
Ileana will walk into the room still eating the breakfast sandwich that she was given the night before.
I'm going to be wearing a very, not silk because I'm not that fancy, but something light and soft that just hangs off Lennox's body for pajamas this morning. Very sheer.
Sheer
All right.
kimono-like.
Yeah. Oh, kimono. Yes. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. Yep. That's
Yeah.
it.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I want that too.
Has some
Except it's
cool
going to be
floral.
lace.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, can I
Ileana-
have tabaxi prints on it?
Ileana walks in and almost drops the breakfast sandwich and then quickly catches it.
Oh.
Well, wait, let me see if she catches it. No, she does not catch it. It just falls right to the ground.
Ileana, do you need some more meat? And I'll get some bacon
no,
ready.
I'm fine. I can get my own breakfast. But thank you, Linux.
Of course.
Probably for the best.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Morning. Lennox, if you have a second, I have some lotion. Do you want to just do each other really quick? Just do you have a moment?
Do each other?
My skin has been getting a bit dry.
Yeah, we can just...
I would appreciate that, Peppino.
Yeah. All right.
I'll walk over and sit
then we'll
down
really
and
take
just...
our time.
Yeah.
Gotta make sure I get I don't want to miss a spot.
Ileana gets like a whole cup of coffee if there's any coffee available.
Oh, definitely. I made some, yeah.
Just takes the pot.
Ooh, nice. I'll make good.
Do we have a Thaxel? Do we have a Tosh? Do we have a
Alex?
You found a
Yeah,
similar
yeah.
robe, Alex.
Is she out here? Because I'm still worried about her, but
I would have just walked in at that point with I changed my mind. It's going to be a solid black satin, like long robe, like the fanciest robe. And you're going to see, like, she asked to have, like, this big diamond come out of nowhere and, like, jewels and, like, a little tiara. And she's going to look stupid relaxed. Right now.
so I'm gonna take a big sip of my coffee and look at her and just like have it up and like Ileana and Peppino like.
Yeah, Ileana's fully dressed in her armor.
Nice. She's ready for the day.
What are you doing?
Oh, just
Are
a
we
lotion
leaving?
down.
We're creaming up. We're just creaming up.
I don't know. I don't.
You see Ileana just kind of standing in the corner. Alzara's just like drinking her coffee.
Yeah.
She's gonna go over and join Ileana.
I'm
Different
definitely
type of lotions.
Can't forget to cream up.
I'm
Can't do
gonna
it.
tighten
Did
up
you,
the sash and then like take the top down. Be like, oh, so I'll put my back to the Peppino.
I'll be like, oh, you're so tense.
Reach
You're so the knot right here.
I'm not used to all
Have
this
you rolled a
traveling.
backup
Yes.
character
Oh.
since Alzara will refuse to leave this place? Do you have a backup?
You seem to have had a good night last night, Oxaris.
It was amazing. They have a hot tub. And if you don't know what that is, it's a tub that gets so hot.
Oh, I've been in a hot tub before. But...
Okay, just want to make sure.
Ooh.
It's just a tub with different water temperature.
Yeah, but like you can ask for like rose petals and you can like soak in rose water. It's so great.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Is that great?
It feels usually pretty good, yeah.
uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll keep that
Yes.
in mind.
And massages and
In
wine.
the tub.
yeah, why not? Like they just kind of like work while you're like relaxing, and then they give you like wine while you're in this tub. And
Well,
then,
why not?
And after that, I asked for a pedicure. They didn't really know what that was, but they
Oh,
tried.
that explains the moaning.
Yes.
Yeah, we did hear.
Oh.
We heard some moaning coming out.
Have you ever had your feet like rubbed?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's so great.
really? Your
And
feet?
like your feet, and then like you have to like find a way to clip those toenails and stuff. So that's what they were doing, and it was like.
I'll pause from a moment of giving Lennox a deep tissue massage, and I'll say, if you need a pedicure, Greg, he's got the most gentle hands.
I'm looking at Peppino going,
I don't want gentle.
Nice.
Filipino.
Oh, okay.
I'll go back to moaning, like, from the relief, like, oh.
Just really, I'm like getting my elbow in
Really
there,
getting
just-
into it, yeah.
Is Lennox like sitting down to where Peppino can reach his shoulders?
Yeah, I sat down next to him and tied the sash tight and dropped the top of the rope so he can
Okay.
get work my back,
God.
yeah.
Oh God.
When he's done, I'll be like, all right, Peppino, you ready?
Yeah.
I'll do my best.
Yeah,
Like,
I'll just lay down.
nice. I'll stand up, like, sort of squatting over you. Just take up the bench here.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say, I'm gonna come up behind Linux while he's massaging him. I'm like, Linux, can I try something?
Well, I suppose it depends. What do you have in mind, friend?
I'm like, to who? Who do you want to?
And I'll say, do you trust me?
To me?
I don't really trust anyone. But I'll give you go for it, Jefferson. Go for it.
Okay. So I am going to stick my claws out just a bit and lightly scrape them down Lennox's back.
Oh my gosh. Because I, the player, love that, Lennox is going to love it for sure. I can't do so. I'll be like, oh.
Good. I need to go down. Go to the restroom. I'll be back.
Now I have to cream them up again. You just scraped off all the... Now I got to cream them up again.
It's a vicious cycle of...
We've got to work on our order of operations.
Yeah.
Hey,
You've got to try this.
Can I follow you, Ileana?
And I'm gonna whisper when they walk up. I'll say, Ileana's going to watch her poop.
Wait.
Oh.
Is that what you guys did yesterday, Derek?
I knew it. Yes, she followed me.
Yes.
She wanted to count the plops.
Does this look healthy to you?
Don't worry, dear. I don't believe a word that those boys ever say. It's okay.
Wait, did you really follow her?
Yeah, I don't want to watch this.
Do you want to?
Oh, you're all in the massaging and everything.
Called first. I'm going to go in first.
Oh, you actually need to go. Oh, damn it.
I mean, she went inside and closed the door.
Nice.
To the bathroom. Oh, I thought you were having a girl chat moment.
We're not going to leave here until Ileana's been alone in the bathroom.
If you want to try and catch her before she goes inside the door, closes the door.
Hey, Ileana, are you actually doing something in there?
What do you need?
I need to get away from the boys.
Why do you need to get away from the boys?
This scene is very disturbing.
It's disturbing?
It looks weird.
It's just like one of them, like we're
and
all
it
lined
leans,
up behind each other,
and looks
just
at them
like
again. Yeah,
something.
you can. I mean, okay. You want to come in here?
I mean, unless you're busy, and I will definitely wait outside because that's too much for me.
I mean, the door's open. I'm imagining the door open.
Oh,
You
thank
can
God.
come on in, I guess.
Thanks. Is this your room or is this the bathroom?
No, this is the bathroom.
Oh, great. I've never done one of these before. So what do girls do in here? Do we just like chat about whatever? Or is there something else that goes on?
I've never been in the bathroom with another girl.
Me neither.
Then I guess neither of us know what to do.
I mean, huh.
Not a public bathroom, like.
I just didn't want to.
What? This is super weird. Why is there just toilet paper on the floor?
Look at chat if you're talking.
Is there something that you wanted to talk about, or?
No, I mean, not necessarily. I just really wanted to get away from all the lotion and the weirdness that was going on out there.
So much lotion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really weirded out.
What are you weirded out for?
I don't know. I'm not used to all this intense bromance stuff. I'm not
Sure.
like it wasn't it's just normal. It's just like a normal thing for friends to do.
For men to do?
Yeah.
Not usually to each other. I mean, unless they like it.
Fine. I don't. Our friends are weird.
Well, I
Meanwhile, Peppino has begun relotioning Lennox's back, and I am now scratching Peppino's back.
Nice.
This is the second conversation I've had in a bathroom with someone in the past 2 days, so it's not just people that are weird. Possibly might be the group.
So who did you have a conversation with in the bathroom?
Myself,
And
and it was a great conversation.
with just yourself?
Sure, I don't want to talk about it.
That's
I'm
weird.
getting-
If you need help talking to somebody, I'm always here.
Uh-huh. I know you are, and I
Okay.
appreciate that. Yeah.
I just don't want you talking to yourself because I've heard some people do that, and I'm here.
Okay.
Are you seeing things?
Am I seeing things?
I mean, do you see ghosts? Are you talking to undead? Oh my god, are there undead in here?
No, I'm not. I'm not talking to ghosts. There's no ghosts in this bathroom.
Oh.
Please don't let there be ghosts in this bathroom. But there's no ghosts. No, I just I mean I thought everyone at some points talked to themselves, right?
Oh.
I mean, it seems pretty normal.
I mean, just in my head.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, well, no, I don't know. I guess I talked a lot because I didn't have any friends. So yeah, that makes sense. Never mind. It's all coming back to me, how I had no friends, and I would talk to myself because I'm my only friend. Okay, that made me really sad. I'll leave you to it.
You had the servant friend, right?
Yeah, I had Taro or
Mm.
whatever, but you know that was. I mean, he wasn't always around. You know, he had to do like servanty things.
Sure.
And I never like. Yeah, I was gonna say something that's gonna be way too weird.
Okay. Yeah.
I bet it was.
Yeah, I I mean, I guess I've never, well, I mean, I've went times without friends, so, it's fine. You got friends now, right?
I'm sorry, I was coughing. What?
I said you got friends now.
I have y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I like to think that y'all are my friends. I think the
So it
others
seems.
think they're like really close friends. I'm just not there yet.
Who?
The boys.
Oh, yeah.
Let it
You're like,
Do you
Gnaarf, get in
want it
here,
hotter,
you old
Pepino?
sailor. Get in here. There's yelling calling for Gnaarf to come up.
I really need to. I think we need to leave this mansion. I think things are a little weird.
Lady
Have to
Amara,
leave?
you have to try this.
Do we have to leave like right away? Because there's some really cool shit in here. Like I found this.
Yeah,
world.
there's some cool shit, but also I think everyone's kind of losing their shit.
Well, okay, fine. I'm gonna go and change and get all my stuff back
Mm-hmm.
on, and I want to leave these jewels on as long as possible, and I will return.
Good. Hopefully not to the. I'm going to stay in the bathroom, and I don't think I can. You go and do your thing, and I'll meet you back out there.
The boys. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Well, you have a good. I'll see you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Just close the door.
So she's gonna leave, and then like real quick open it. This is a really good girl chat. We should do this more often, but not always in the bathroom. I don't know why that's a thing.
It's a little weird. I don't
Yeah.
like it. I don't.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.
When you guys come back, we're all just gonna be brushing Derek. Like
Bathroom.
all just
No.
different brushes. We're all just gonna be brushing.
In fact, Ileana's going to just like perch herself up on the sink or whatever and just start and read her book for a little bit.
Nice.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna.
Oh, you're so
like holding
soft
your
and
hands out
fluffy.
and getting your paws.
Oh.
Yeah.
So as all of you do this, Lady Amara comes in and says, "Oh, well, I don't want to break up the fun, but the mansion is going to disappear here soon. You all might want to gather together."
Oh, no
And,
problem.
Oh,
Will my
Thank you
robe
for the heads up.
disappear? It did the other day, and I just wanted. I found
yeah,
it in the
did-
wardrobe.
Then yes, it will disappear.
Pepino, you need to get your whole life.
I'll pull out a Pepino-sized towel for Lennox back here.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, just wrap that around.
I'll wrap around
Sorry,
just my
what
junk.
was that, Derek?
Why isn't your hole this big?
One day it will be. I'm doing some exercises. We're gonna one day
We're gonna stretch it out.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep working on it till one day I can really I have the capacity.
Because this is a pretty incredible.
I'm hitting the gym, the proverbial gym, every day, working on it. I'm trying to exercise whatever I need to.
Some fantastic work, Pepito.
Yeah.
I feel.
So what's our? And I'll be like sort of like straightening up and maybe like cleaning my face a little bit. Where are we going?
I think we should go to the Giants and just kind of get a grasp of what their next move is. So we're in the know, so we know what's going on. I'm not saying we need to assist them. I'm just saying it would be nice to know what they have planned.
Is it dangerous for us to do that? Like what if
probably yeah.
What if? Okay. Can we? Okay, that sounds great.
Yeah. I don't think we're going. I don't think we're going there looking to fight anyone. I think we're just going there to absorb any information we can.
But if we decide they need to be stopped, it's clearly going to have come from us, is it not?
I mean, if we decide they need to be stopped, I don't think we can stop them ourselves.
Not
right now.
Yeah. So my question then is, do we attend the meeting normally, or do we attempt to make it a clandestine?
Oh, normally we'll do clandestine if they don't let us in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ileana will come out now.
I'll have Lennox put on a shirt or something.
Oh, right. Can you? Oh, my arms are so worked now. Can you help me slip that up?
Just slide it in and tuck it into the waist.
Right. Thank you.
All right, now me. I'm just gonna stand there.
Nice. They lift it up on here.
Did you guys have fun?
Oh, I feel. Oh, just
I feel great.
So much better.
Feels so good.
I see why Elzaris recommended this.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
So what now? Where are we going?
He walks out.
Well, let's discuss it outside. I believe the mansion is going to be closing momentarily.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I need clothes. And I'll head back to my room and get my actual clothes for the day. My cool outfit that heals itself.
All right. So as you gather your things, and all of you, along with Lady Amara, Shandley, and Gnaarf, exit the mansion. Liliana, can you make a dexterity saving throw for me, please?
Well, that's an 11.
Yeah. As you are leaving and you see the magic disappear, you get hit square in the chest with your with the divine.
Oh. Does it usually do that?
Did we see it just like come flying through the air?
Right.
Yeah, it came flying through the air and hit her square in the chest.
Oh.
Right. Oh, yes.
Are your
he
breasts
forgot
okay?
No.
Ileana's going to kick it into any like grass or anything around a bush.
Yeah. Yeah.
Leona, why are you mad at the jewelry?
I just don't like it anymore.
Did,
And she'll just start. Where are we going?
should we? You're just gonna leave it?
I don't want it.
You don't want to sell it or something? You don't want
No,
to turn it into
That's fine. I don't want it on my possession. I just got tired of it, and I don't want it.
Would it
Breaking
be
up with somebody?
Was it from an ex?
Anna, I didn't know.
No, I don't have an ex. I picked it up somewhere, guys. I'm just tired of it now, so I'm leaving it for scrap.
Understood.
Is
Should we
it worth anything?
area?
Yeah, can we sell it?
No,
Is that
please,
okay?
take a look.
Oh no, I want it. Give it.
Well, I'm gonna.
It's over there in the grass.
And
Got it. Did I get it?
Mm-hmm.
Make an investigation check, and she threw it over in the grass.
Yeah. All right. Investigation. That's a 17.
Yeah. It takes you a few minutes, but you find it.
This is just a necklace.
Can
Yeah.
I inspect it? Because it came flying through the air, and most necklaces don't do that.
I think it's because I don't know. Sure, check
Yes.
it.
And Lady Amara pipes up. Yes, she must have forgotten it in her room. Nothing would stay in the mansion if you brought it in.
I didn't
But-
know.
But wouldn't it just fall to the ground? It wouldn't be shot put directly into her center mass. I
don't normally forget things in the mansion, so I don't know, but
I don't. Yeah.
perhaps.
I'm just gonna take a quick inspection of it, and I will I'll identify it as a ritual.
Okay, yeah. So you take a few minutes to identify it, and while you're doing that,
Can I just stare at him that whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll pet you with one hand while I'm doing it.
Oh, you can do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can multitask.
I'll allow it.
And while you are focusing, multi-focusing, Lady Amara is going to go up to Lennox and say, "I thought about it, and here you go." And she'll hand you a beautifully folded red, I guess it's a red parchment with silver script on it. I will say,
Okay.
because you've been using comprehend languages, you recognize that it's Sylvan. You can't read it, but
Okay.
you can recognize that it's Sylvan, and it has a beautiful, like, purple and blue galaxy-looking wax
Oh wow.
seal on it.
This means a lot. Thank you very much.
That's Sylvan script.
Yes. Good eye.
Tuck it in my inner pocket.
Nice.
Surely we'll
It should.
honor it. We'll make sure we
Yes,
reflect
please.
well. Sorry.
Yes, please. Do your best to. She kind of looks at all of you, clearly thinking about the last 15, 20 minutes that she
Yeah.
walked into.
Is she like flustered? Is she like?
Just a little bit worried that maybe she's not making the right decision. Know that decorum and protocol are highly prized with my people.
Understood.
Noted. Well, thank you again, Amara. Thank you for.
Are you still
Sure.
scratching? Are you still petting me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Amara. Thank you for your generosity and sheltering us. I consider us even, and if there's anything I can do to help you in the future, please let me know.
And I as well. You're a strange group, but you seem like good people. So
Thank you.
let me know. But first, of course, where can I take all of you? Because that was our first arrangement, wasn't it?
Oh,
And I'll pull out a map, and I will, to the best of my abilities, guess where. Actually, I'm gonna have Guillermo help me with this.
Okay.
Guillermo I'll pull out a map, put it down. Guillermo will try and pinpoint exactly where we think the cloud giants are.
Okay. Make a survival check for me.
While Peppino's doing this, Alex is quietly by herself saying goodbye to the mansion.
Oh.
She's staring wistfully in the space of the doors.
I got
Understood.
exactly a 20.
Exactly. Dirty 20. You pointed out on the map, and you're kind of referencing where you see the dark clouds out on the horizon to the mountain range. Because you guys, when she had originally teleported you out of the grasslands, she brought you to the foothills of the mountains, a little bit further north and west than where you think the giants are. And seeing the spot on the map, she'll turn to you and say, well, I can't bring you to the top.
I understand.
I can't go there without an invitation, but I can bring you to the base of the mountains, or as close as I can.
That would be wonderful. But before we go, I want to make sure everyone else is on board. Is everyone okay with this? I just want to make sure we're in agreement. I know we've had some disagreements recently.
I'm, of course, okay for this.
Goodbye, Wall. You're so pretty.
We're gonna go check out the giant meeting. Is that something you want to do, or?
Can someone make me a to-go mansion?
No, that's not. I knew you were gonna ask that. No.
Is that a thing?
Eventually.
Okay. Thank you. I really need this in my life. Whatever.
Elzaris, I thought that you were making up your past, but now I see you were truly in your element here. I didn't know that people really lived like that.
I did for some time. Yes. I haven't been on my own that long. I'm still learning. And I miss the finer things in life. Like hot tubs and servants and massages and pedicures.
I feel like I shouldn't feel sorry for you, and yet I do.
It's hard.
Is Lady Amara still around?
Yeah.
She's fascinated by us.
Ileana will kind of sidestep up to her and
ask her to go into a bathroom with you.
And no, absolutely not.
What is it with this bathroom? It's like the Harry Potter Myrtle bathroom.
Nice. Yeah.
No, they're a little weird, but they're sometimes capable.
Well, I could see that. I mean, you certainly got us out of a scrap, and I don't know, I find those who aren't a little weird a little boring, don't you?
Sure.
Just staring at them like. So, Ileana, how are we feeling about the giant meeting?
I don't entirely agree, but I'm also here, and I don't feel like going off on my own, so I guess that I accompany you.
And Jefferson or Derek, how do you feel?
Well, when we started this direction, I said what I wanted to do was what would be most likely to keep this area safe. And frankly, I don't know what the best decision is. Going to the giant seems fine. The question is, are we capable of actually getting to a destination?
Are we a destination?
Ileana will slightly smile.
Which like any destination?
I mean, I feel like I agreed to do this like 4 side quests ago.
Sure.
Like, I and Lady Amara, I'm gonna like get my voice clear. Like, I don't think we should have helped her.
I'm just gonna like.
Wait, was that at the group?
Derek, what the fuck?
We didn't have time to discuss it. Some strange gnome that we didn't know asked us to intervene in a situation we didn't understand when we had already agreed on a destination.
I definitely understood the situation.
Like this. What was the situation?
But we got a mansion out of it.
And we made a friend. We made an
got
ally.
to take a bath in rose water.
You got brushed this morning.
And this was the best thing that could have happened to us.
We had some good things happen to us. I
this
worry about.
Lennox is glistening right now. He's literally glistening.
Shit.
Except for like the red streaks I left on his back when I got a little too but yeah, I worry about our ability to get there on time and
but we're gonna make
this trip worthwhile. I will look at Ileana questioningly.
I'm gonna say, hey, like, dude, We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it.
Gonna be
Ileana, what would you prefer we do?
Find some way out of all of it. It's not our war.
Will visiting the giants perhaps accomplish that?
It will keep them off our backs.
Linux,
Aye.
do you agree?
usually that's what I stands for, but okay.
I think I'm a bit in the middle. I think what you say has some merit to it, where it's certainly turned out well for us and well for them, but it could have gone the other way. I'll always err on the side of saving those that might need saving, but as far as going to the meeting, I think at least having a better understanding of this large-scale thing that's taken place can only help us.
As
So
long as-
to get meta and describe where my head's at, you play like you ever play like Mass Effect, and like you got to go around and recruit a party, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, hey, the universe is going to be destroyed. Will you help me out? And they're like, no, you gotta help me with my family farm first. Like, no, your family farm is gonna be destroyed as part of the universe. Can we solve this bigger problem first? And so, I am concerned about, just running out of time, because it felt like it was more urgent than we're getting on to.
If it's any consolation, we're ahead of schedule. We are ahead of schedule right now. We're gonna get there before the meeting starts.
Ileana's going to take a step closer. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Emilio.
Oh, I was just gonna say, you guys, I understand we've gotten sidetracked, and I understand we've done things that we didn't originally set out to do, but we're gonna be there early. It all worked out.
Ileana's going to take a step forward towards Peppino and Linux. As long as we don't pick a side without discussing it first. Because the
Absolutely.
time will come where we're going to have to pick a side, since we've put ourselves in this. That's
I
how it
don't-
works.
I agree. We should discuss it, but I don't think if we don't go to this thing, I think we're still gonna get wrapped up in it.
I'm not saying you wouldn't. I'm just saying the time will come where you have to pick a side. And we would need to discuss that. No rash decisions from either of you.
Agreed. And I'll trust in your wisdom, Ileana. I know you don't
And
agree
once
with
again,
all.
I'll satisfiedly nod to myself as I'm being left out. This is a great day for me.
Just want to make it clear.
Right.
Of course.
I've seen these situations, and they don't usually just end with people just walking away just as they were. I hope you to realize that you're kind of at a turning point right now.
Right.
Well, we're all at a turning point. You're at a turning point as well. I'm just saying it's not.
She doesn't say anything back. She just looks at you.
So, at this turning point, which direction would you like to go?
I'm following you. That's what I said before. Don't try and turn it back on me like it's my decision.
I think it's all of our decisions, and I just want us all to be okay with what we do.
And you just asked around about it, and we all gave you your answer. I was just giving you a warning.
Well, I asked Derek, and he said that we made a mistake saving Amara, so that wasn't really a lot of
That's his
clarification there. And then when I looked at Elzaris, she was talking to a wall, so I'm still trying to just grasp where everyone's standings are.
Nice.
Which explains why talking to her is like talking to a wall.
Not dumb. Rude.
I'll lean forward, and if Ileana, like, cautiously, because I don't want to be offensive to Ileana or bother her in any way, but I'll go to put my hand on her shoulder if she allows that.
Or
Okay, I'll just sort of put it on there with a slightly
and
firm
I
grasp.
will reach out behind Linux and put my hand on his shoulder because I feel like that's what we're doing.
Nice.
That's our thing now.
That's awesome. I kind of look back. I appreciate you always keeping us safe with your insight and never simply standing down, but challenging everyone's ways of thinking to make sure we're headed in the right direction. I'll honor what you asked for here, and I'm sure we all will. I'll kind of look back at Jefferson and Peppino and Elzaris if she's paying attention to us now.
I mean, after that rude remark, yes.
You're I know we're a group of very different people, but I feel like we each have our place in the party. Peppino here is the heart of the party, and I think that you, Ileana, you'd be the skeleton of the party. Because without you, we'd just be a mess on the ground. But with you, we have structure, we have strength, solidarity. We're each important, and I appreciate the parts that you do. Jefferson, of course, is our fluffiness. He's our claws. He's vicious when he needs to be. And Elzaris, you're everything we need with when dealing with folks. Maybe our charisma. You know all the refined things and how to deal with folks and how to live life. You're our dreams, our hopes. You're the expression of all that we want to be. Oh, you're always so fanciful with, I wish I had this, and I used to have that. Always out there. So, I appreciate...
What dreams are made of? What? Wow.
Well, okay, right, we could go there too, right. But we each have our role, and I just appreciate yours, and I'll give it an extra pat.
And you, Linux, you're the brain.
Oh.
So, I follow what you want to do.
I appreciate that.
If you two of you want to go to this meeting, I've already said that I was going to go.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get it done with and then be on our way. I don't want to be there any longer than we need to be. I'm sure they're not going to be a fan of me being there anyway.
They won't hurt you.
An extra squeeze on your shoulder and then step back.
So it's agreed. We go to kill the giant.
It's not. No.
I'm going to start walking off in a random direction because I have no idea where I'm going.
Derek, come back. We're gonna be teleporting. Derek, come back.
I think we're ready, Amara.
All right. And just before you do, Peppino, you had identified the pendant, and it is.
I forgot that was even happening.
It's happening the whole time, the entire time.
DM remembers. It's the same pendant that you, the same divine focus that you had given Ileana back at the cottage that you found amongst the ruins. There's nothing different about it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Because Peppino requested it, Peppino, will you please roll me a D100?
Ooh.
Whoa.
All right. Guys, should I roll low or should I roll high?
Wait, is everyone rolling a D100?
No,
I
just
think
Peppino.
Okay.
Me.
No.
What do you
roll
want?
correctly.
Steven, what do you want? Steven, what do you want?
Roll high.
Roll high?
Yeah. Big money,
That's not
big
bad.
money.
71.
It feels like a safe number.
71. Let's see here. What is 71?
It's a passing grade.
Yeah. You showed up.
I'll get my credits.
Yeah.
It's just an elective class. Don't worry about it. Just like pottery
alright.
or something. It's fine.
So,
Warped vase.
luckily, that was just enough so that all of you and your horses and Bandit and
Oh,
Shandley and Gnaarf all make it through the small device that Lady Amara sets down on the ground and starts glowing again. You run through, and as you reappear, you find yourself at the base of a set of extremely high mountains.
oh.
And Lady Amara is the last one to walk through. She picks up the disc and says, "Well, friends, this is where we part. I want to travel with Shandley and Gnaarf a bit
Of course.
to protect them. But if there's anything else you need, hopefully you can find me."
You as well.
Thank
If
you.
you need anything, please let us know.
Yeah.
All right.
Good luck. Try not to get kidnapped.
Yeah.
Again.
Hop
You
into
see,
That's funny coming from someone who was also kidnapped, Eric.
I escaped on my own.
and you,
Thank you, Lady Amara.
and you see
They're gonna have
Shandley.
to live 100 years.
Yeah. You see Shandley, the very shy dragonborn, sort of nod at all of you. And Gnaarf comes around to shake all of your hands and say, "All right, thank you again. I cannot thank you enough. And I will go see Sebastian and let him know that y'all are safe and traveling and make sure that he's doing all right."
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'll give him a
Thank
gnomish
you, Gnaarf.
goodbye, which is where we kiss each other on the cheeks.
Okay,
Oh.
perfect. He will reciprocate again. It's
You-
been a
You're
while
a
since
fine fighter, Gnaarf.
you were a fine friend to have by my side as well. Really, kept me out of that scrap. You know, all I did was, like I said, throw a little bit of grease all over the place. So, thank you.
Well, you're a modest gnome. You're going to be all right up there. I'm not worried about you. Take care of yourself.
You as well. Hopefully, I'll see you all at some point in the future.
I hope so.
Slosh around the corner, and the three of them, an odd throuple, make their way off in the other direction. And you guys find yourselves, like I said, at the base of probably the tallest mountain peak that you have ever seen, and it disappears off into the clouds.
Lennox is just awestruck. I'm gonna start
That's
sketching
something.
it.
How do we get up there? We didn't think this through.
Fly. I'm joking.
You can fly. Can you carry me if you fly?
You can fly, you can fly. You
How
can
much do you
fly.
weigh?
I don't know the answer to that question.
Oh,
I don't
shoot,
think
I
I
did that
could-
math at some
I don't
point.
think I
Hold
could
on.
fly you that
And kitty
high.
pounds.
I have my magic carpet.
Oh,
That's
I
right.
forgot. What does
Let
that
me
hold?
see
Does
how
that
many
hold
people
two
can go
people?
on it really quick.
Okay, so you can fit 200 pounds on the magic carpet. Pepino weighs 40
Oh.
pounds. Lennox weighs 187. Ileana, you're 140 without your armor.
Yes.
Alzaris, you are 160. And Derek / Jefferson, you are also 160.
Oh, okay.
So it could take
So-
200 pounds.
But oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I can fly if you need me to.
So how about this, Eliana? I think it's time we get to know each other a little bit better. Can you carry me up there? And then one of these guys can shuttle up and down with the magic carpet.
I guess if it's the only way up there, then yes.
I don't think two of us can go at a time. I'm not sure we can send the carpet back on its own.
Well, I guess I can just ride on the carpet then. Unless Ileana, you sounded very excited at.
I can fly
Yeah.
by myself. Nope.
Are you
nope.
sure?
Even
don't want-
I'm sure I'll have to recheck my expectations, but I think I'll be okay.
Okay, if you insist. Okay, so I can shuttle people then up and down with the carpet.
If you take Alex and Jefferson first, well, I don't know. You and I can't ride on it at the same time. I'll just ride along with someone as they on the ground as they go up on the carpet or something. I'm too heavy, unfortunately.
Well, how much do you weigh?
It was 176 or something?
187.
187?
Plus your gear, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, then gear. So we can't do it.
Well, I think Jefferson can and Elzar's can, right? They're exactly the right weight.
Yeah.
I think they were 160, Pepino's 40.
And Pepino remembers back in the
gear.
cave that you can push it, but then you risk breaking the enchantment.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
Is there any way you could carry him, Ileana? I know you're...
No, well, I'm just thinking my wings only last for a minute.
Oh.
Well, we can trek together, Ileana. We can just, trek together up the mountain while the
that's
carpet's
not
going
necessary.
with us.
Let's all go up the mountain together.
What do you... Maybe the giants have a way they could escort us if Pepino goes ahead and he has good relations.
I don't
with them.
like one of us going by themselves to the giants. That we're not.
Right.
I mean, they seemed the ones that they talked to seemed friendly, but we don't know if they're all going to be friendly.
Well,
So
worst case scenario.
Guys, it's me.
I think we should all just hike up together.
Right. I
It's
trust
up to you,
Ileana.
but if you guys want me to go ahead, I can.
Let's go together, Pepino. I think we
No.
should trust in Ileana's wisdom. She's
Okay.
done this a lot. We'll stay safe. I trust you. I'd hate to see anything happen to you, though.
Oh, guys, nothing will happen to me.
I just don't want it on my head. She'll start walking.
Nice.
All right. So could I have one of you please make a survival check for me?
I'm good at it.
Not me.
Yeah, not
There
like.
you go.
I'm not good at rolling in general though.
Oh, you've got your dice, right?
Oh yeah, I have to use my reroll.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
I got one better. 10.
10. Okay. It takes you a good solid hour and a half before you guys start up a trail and it dies, and so you have to backtrack and start up another trail. But you finally find a trail that seems to be going up the mountain. It's a very tight switchback, and you start making your way up. It is. So we are kind of going into what is going to be like a skill challenge a little bit. So you've found your way onto this path, and it's becoming more and more difficult.
Okay.
So like most skill challenges, since this is our first one, once a skill is tried, you can certainly another person can try it again, but the DC is going to be much harder to use it.
Okay.
And then, if you, whatever skill that you want to use, you need to describe how you're using it. And then 3 passes will get you up to where you need to be on this mountain. And each fail comes with its own set of consequences. So.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm ready for challenge. Challenge me.
Really quick, I'm gonna kind of estimate. I'll use Guillermo, and I'm gonna have him try and like measure how high up the cloud giants are, like how many hundreds of feet. I'm gonna have him just kind of like take a quick tally, how far we have to climb, or how far we'd have to fly.
Okay. Have him make a perception check for me, please. And then are you willing to have him go outside of your telepathic range to do this? Okay.
Yeah. 18.
18? Okay. Yeah, that's good enough that he flies up and he's gone for several minutes before he comes back within range, and he tells you have about 1.5 miles of rather steep switchbacks. It's hard to see, but that 1.5 miles gets you to where he saw some griffins on a ledge, and they look like the griffins that the Goliath had. So that's not all the way up the mountain, but that's where he saw the griffins, and then turned around and said that's...
Mile is a lot. Mile is several thousand feet.
That's a lot of flying.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, no, there's no way we could fly up there. We'd have to. Okay. Well, we're going to have a very long hike, guys.
All right.
Okay.
Fine.
Wait, are we able to
Settle
take
in.
our horses on this, or did we have to leave them?
That is up to you. It is switchbacks. And I will say Guillermo has confirmed that there is some sort of trail on its way up, although places look blocked. So it's kind of up to you guys if you want to try and make your way up to where these griffins are with the horses, or if you want to leave them at the base.
So I would look and quickly say, I'm not risking Guillermo Ponison's life. And I will get off and start petting him and tell him that everything's going to be okay.
Does that mean you want to leave him here? Does that mean you want to bring him with us? That doesn't
He's
really
safe
clarify
here.
what you want. What?
Yes, he can take care of himself, but not on the mountain path. I'll break his pony leg.
And you wouldn't be able to heal him?
Maybe I might run
We
out of.
shouldn't be
the
wasting our
ability to do
spells
that.
on horses.
But it's Guillermo Ponison.
So maybe he should stay here where he's safe.
You're
think you
not
should.
afraid he's going to like run away or get attacked by something if you're not around?
Do you see anything around?
No. Do you see anything that's a danger?
No. I see difficult mountain passes that'll be hard for large beasts. What if we get stuck and then we have to abandon them in the middle of the trail?
Why are you questioning so much on this?
I'm gonna slide
Yeah,
off my horse. Yeah.
I'm trying
Okay.
I'm trying to care for animals, Pepino.
I just know that we could take care of them if anything happened.
You don't
We can
know
barely
that.
take care of ourselves.
What? wait. I do know that. And then what did you say, Derek?
We can barely take care of ourselves.
We can
We can't
absolutely
even
take
fly
care of
to
ourselves.
the top. Then fly us to the top, sir.
Ileana's going to get off her horse and leave it with Derek Ponison.
I'll leave some hay and some stuff to set up.
Okay, guys. I'm just worried about these horses being here with no one to take care of them.
I think there's a danger either way, but
I think they'll be
I
fine.
do believe that they can get hurt on the path, perhaps. Have you ever had to march, Italy, on a path like this in your war efforts?
I mean, not a mountain this high. This is the highest mountain I've ever seen, but smaller places, yes.
How well do they fare? Is it
Horses?
right?
We don't usually take them.
Okay.
Especially if we're not sure of the terrain.
Right.
We
Alright.
can't even see all the way up this one, so I
I
don't know.
it's a massive mountain.
Hmm.
All right. Yeah, we'll leave some food, and I'm okay with this.
Sorry, and Victoria, just to clarify, I did see a trail that would be passable with horses, right?
Right. I mean, it looks like parts of it are might be blocked that you have to get through and things, but there is
Yeah.
a trail all the way up to the griffins.
Yeah, okay. And I will reiterate that to the group. Guys, there is a trail.
Ileana's already started walking towards the
Nice.
trail.
Have you seen Linux attempt to overcome trail obstacles?
I'll nod emphatically. right. I can't.
We can't have the horse's
No.
fate linked to that.
No.
Linux has a bit of a trouble. You know,
I'll talk.
I don't think it's fair to compare
it's not your
Linux
best.
to a horse, but
No, when I'm riding my horse, I have the same issue. Unfortunately, I couldn't get up a small incline with this
It's
beautiful
okay
beast.
if you need a boost, we'll make sure that you got a boost.
Thank you.
are you guys sure? Because again, there is a perfectly good trail that
Let's
we can
go.
take.
Let's walk.
Pepino, and I'm gonna lean down and be like, if you're worried about sinking in the snow, we can take turns carrying you on our shoulders.
I'm not worried about sinking in the snow. Why?
Are you sure you're very short?
I'm gonna be taking my horse. So
What?
I don't.
No,
Right.
you cannot take your horse.
Why not?
Teach their
Terrible
own.
idea, because he's going to die, and also you're gonna have to go.
Are you guys coming? I'm already
I'll head up
walking.
with Ileana.
Already walking.
I'll say,
Derek.
you do you, Peppino, and I'll run after Ileana. So you do you. Live your best life, Peppino. And I'll say goodbye, Guillermo Ponyson. I know you'll be here and happy. And at least if you die, you'll have done it.
Tied to a post.
He's not tied.
You think the horse is gonna stand there?
He's gonna hang out in the general area.
Okay, Ileana, Lennox, you guys know
Ileana's already started walking.
Jeez,
are you yelling this? You would have to yell this at her.
You guys know these horses aren't just gonna stand there.
Your guys might not. Guillermo will be there when I get
Derek, the horse is gonna leave. The horse is gonna get hungry and then leave.
And I'll find him soon. He won't be far. He loves me.
I just want you to understand that when you say goodbye, there's a very good chance it is goodbye forever to Guillermo Pony.
I know, because I could die fighting giants.
I'm gonna, if it's all right, anyway, check in with Ileana as I catch up, and I have something drawn out, a rough idea, a tinkering idea sketched in my book, and Ileana, I don't know if this would be anything that you'd be interested in, but I saw it once on an mercenary back in the town I grew up in, and they also carried a sword much like yours, and they had this incredible way of fighting where they were great in range, melee range with their opponent, but sometimes their opponent would try and run away. And they'd throw their sword, but they'd have this incredible, it's like a chain that's attached to it. So they could throw it for the final blow and then pull it back to them to still have their sword and not be without it.
That is interesting.
Here's my sketch, and I'll show you a little rough. I mean, it's a chain attached to a sword. it's my sketch. It's really rudimentary.
What do you do with it when you're fighting? Like, do you just let the chain just dangle?
Right. Well, it's they had it looped around in a small little leather loop that went around the side of their belt. It popped open with a little bit of a clasp that's set in the other one, and they could pop it open and throw it, and so one end would remain attached to the clip on their belt. The excess would be wrapped up in this little loop that popped open when they needed to throw it, and they had enough slack to still do their sword work in range and not have it get caught.
Sounds handy, for sure.
I was thinking about, it might be a little too, it seems simple, but it's a little more advanced than just that, so I might not even be able to do it, but it was a thought, and I figured I'd see if you'd have any interest.
I definitely do. Just let me know what I need to do to help you out.
All right. Likely nothing. I think I can hopefully get some of the materials, and I'll work on it and keep you updated.
You've made stuff like this before?
I've done a bit of tinkering here and there. Nothing too advanced. I think the most advanced thing was that
cup cup?
Right.
Yeah.
This will take a little more work, but a little more functional.
She seems to like it, though. And Goddess.
Right. That's what matters to me, so...
You did good.
Thank you.
Also, I noticed the box that... I don't know what that is exactly. The box that the lady gave you. I read Sylvan. So I can... do you know how to read it?
Oh, do I? Let's see. I don't read Sylvan, nope.
What if you need help understanding, just let me know.
I will. Thank you very much. I'm not sure if it's meant for me to open or not. It has a seal. It might be for them, but if there may be something else. I think that I'll have to check with. I may have something that you might be able to.
Isn't there writing on the outside?
Oh, there is. I think right here, and I'll pull it out and show her the face of it. Ooh.
What does the face say, Victoria?
So the, there's the side that has the seal on it of the the parchment, and on the other side, in a beautiful silver script, it says the Great Council of the Kazadothians.
The Great Council of what?
The Kazadothians. CAZ. Okay. Oh, you want me to wait until you have enough books? Sorry.
CAZ.
ADOTHIAN.
Oh. It says Great Council of Kazadothians.
Oh. Well, that's a mighty impressive title, isn't it?
Do you recognize the name? I know you do some studying.
Just that she mentioned her elvish brethren reside in the Cassadosian Pass.
Oh.
So it's probably the location. Everybody likes a grand title too. Well, not everybody, but certainly large groups of people.
So this box is for them?
Or is it a it's parchment, I think. I think it's like a letter.
Yeah, it's like
parchment.
a letter. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is sort of an introduction. So if we go there to find out more about, I don't have to whisper, more about Alex's vision. Right, Alex, by the way, I pretended that I had that vision so I didn't have to spill your tea, and asked a little bit about it, and they said that their brethren reside at this Kazadothian Pass, and they know more about that device and the orb and all that. So, and this is our way in. So it's our ticket in. I'll look back to Ileana.
It's our ticket.
Show it to Elsa. It's an introduction from because she's a part of their group or whatever. This way, they'll take us more seriously.
Well, that's
What
something.
do you mean? What did you mean? Spilling tea? Why would you do that?
It'd be a waste, right? It's just something we used to say back in my hometown.
Spill the tea, sis.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, Peppino. See, Peppino gets it. If you've caught up.
I've heard it before.
It's like to give all the secrets of. You've got to know this, Elsaris. You're always spilling the tea.
I would never purposely spill tea. That's just
It's not about spilling actual tea. It's about just
Proverbial
just a
tea.
saying.
Look, I'm going to be honest. The last 10 minutes have been super weird. I feel like I'm dealing with 4 Dereks right now. I need everyone to kind of reel it back in. I need everyone to just kind of get it together, okay?
I'll send
you okay,
Peppino
Peppino will. Ileana will shoot Peppino a very sharp look.
Do you need to breathe? Like, do you want to do some breathing exercises?
I'm just right. The altitude is getting to your guys' head.
Okay, follow me. Ready?
Going up that far. We
Then-
just started.
That's
Peppino.
what I'm worried about, Ileana.
I'm gonna nice. I'm gonna send Peppino a message, and it's just gonna say, in sort of a matter of fact, like a way. Not that I'm trying to be deceptive or anything, but just I thought that sometimes it's best to choose our battles, and since this isn't really going to affect me too much one way or the other,
Yeah.
and they've done a lot for us, I figured I would go along with it. It can't hurt either way, and but you do you, of course. That's just so you know where I'm coming from.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills right now.
Okay.
This is going to be an interesting track.
Breathe in through your nose. Ready? And then out your
Ileana's still
mouth.
like walking.
Nice. And then I'll focus on walking. Sorry.
I would imagine Ileana never has a calm walk. Like she's always like moving with a lot of conviction. Like and always like her shoulders are always squared up. Like she's ready to just fucking uppercut.
He's never not stomped off. Every
Yeah.
time she walks away from a conversation, just naturally stomp.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. When we get our mansion, she has to live on a lower floor. She can't live upstairs. It'll be way too loud.
It'd be too annoying, yeah.
It's so fucking loud.
I'd rather
God,
hear
Ileana's
Elsaris
awake.
moaning.
Right. Okay, guys.
Okay.
So that's great. We have a way in.
All right.
All right.
All right. So, as all of you head up the trail, just to kind of give you an idea of things that you're going to see along the way that you might have to get through. It's very tight gravel path, so slipping is going to certainly be an issue. You are more than likely going to have to be single file on the way up. You will find that there are various points where the trail breaks off, so you're going to have to decide which direction to go. There are going to be a variety of things. So who would like to make the first check?
I'm gonna have Guillermo.
Can I ask a question first?
Yeah, of course.
Are these mountains snowy?
At the base, it is still a tropical mountain.
Right.
And you lose the top of it in clouds, but when you were... Actually, just make a history check for me.
Histoire. I'm
History,
rolling
please.
something that's not great, probably. It is a 8.
8? Okay, yeah. I mean, it wasn't a very hard DC. To remember that when you were further away, you think that these are probably the same mountains that had snowy peaks at the very top.
Okay, we have to get to the top. Okay, thank you.
Yep. You're welcome.
So Pepino was saying that he was going to have Guillermo do something?
Yeah, if that's, I mean, unless any of you guys are especially adept at looking ahead on trails, I just figure that our friend who can fly might have a better grasp.
I trust in you, Pepino. I think you've done a fine job so far in our travels of keeping an eye out for things far better than I.
Don't sell yourself short. We've all been integral to the successes so far. All right.
Okay, so, yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, yeah, so I'll let Guillermo out and he'll
Okay,
do
so
his thing.
Guillermo will count as you for this.
Okay.
What kind of check do you want Guillermo to make?
For looking at where we need to go.
Yeah, is that where he's just trying to guide you?
Yeah, he's just trying to guide us towards the easiest path up. Path up.
Path up, okay.
Yeah.
Pathfinding.
Yes. Guillermo Pathfinder.
Okay, and which skill is he trying to use to do this? Because this is a skill challenge, so I'm trying to have you guys pick what you're using.
Sure. He would use either perception or he could do survival too.
Okay, it's up to you. You pick.
Probably. I mean, if he's flying, I guess perception then.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and have him make a perception check.
All right. Nice. 17.
17. Okay, yeah. So that is your first success. Let me just write this down since we're not going to get through it tonight.
What?
Come on. With you guys, 6 minutes? I don't think so. Please.
Wait, hold on. We need to go back for our horses.
Yeah, I think we need to talk about this some more.
All right, it's cool. We're only single file, so it'll be super easy for us to all just turn around.
Yeah. And it's really slippery, so you guys actually just have to back down. So, Guillermo helps guide you guys through the first little bit of the pass. Gives you a heads up of where it's going to be a little bit more slick, and helps you find the first correct turn off on this particular section. So that's your first one.
Nice.
All right. Who's next? What's next?
Eliana will go.
All right.
So what are we doing anything specific? Or what are we doing?
We get to choose.
Oh, okay. What is the next upcoming, Victoria? Is it still just the path, or?
Yeah, it's still the path. So there's a combination of things. So, if, like I said, there's going to be sections of it that have fallen out. There are going to be sections of the trail that cut off other directions. There are...
Okay.
I mean, there's overgrown areas. I mean, it's rough terrain. So
Ileana will help them around one of the areas that they can't go through the regular path, but they have to kind of cut off and go around.
Okay. What would you like to use as your skill for that?
I guess probably. Can you do athletics?
Yeah, we can do athletics.
Okay.
Yeah.
Natural 20, so 26 total.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and we're
Clearly,
at the
you're
top.
just
All right, we
princess
did it.
carrying Lennox up a slope.
Yeah.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
Nice,
Without
nice.
issue. You help them all around. Now, one quick question. Peppino kept his horse and everyone else didn't, or did you end up leaving your horse? Peppino?
No, I'm the only person.
Under pressure.
Yeah, by force. Yeah. Sorry, I thought you were double checking with everyone else.
Ah,
No, you're working.
No.
We all left
You're
our
the only-
horses except you.
Yeah, I know everyone else left their horses, so I
No,
just
I
want
have
to
my
make
horse.
sure you
Yeah.
ride your horse. Okay.
Side of a switchback.
Okay. And remind me again, I know it was a nat 20, but what was your
26 total.
26 total. Okay, yeah. It takes a little bit to get Bandit and Peppino's horse over the rubble. Everyone
God
else,
damn it,
you
Peppino.
The entire time she will kind of like side glance Peppino as she's like trying to guide the horse
yeah.
through the rough terrain and it's having some trouble.
A high five
Yeah.
you on my way by.
She would not acknowledge that, sir.
awesome.
It takes a little bit, but and everyone else, you gracefully pull them around the rubble.
Nice.
Thank you, Ileana.
Ooh, thank you.
Thank you.
Maybe we will have time. All right, who's next?
Oh, Lennox, please.
I'll go.
Oh, no,
Lennox,
you go ahead,
got it.
Jefferson. I'm always jumping
you,
in.
Sir. Oh, you, sir.
Would
Please go
someone
ahead.
just go?
Okay,
please?
I'll go. Only because I have only one skill that might actually be handy.
Persuasion.
Yeah,
Persuade the mountain
that's
to let us go
yeah.
up.
Could you
Please.
Take your shirt off.
Intimidate it.
Nice. I'm going to try and just assess, investigate the path as best I can to see if there are any, to avoid dangerous pitfalls.
Okay.
Anything
Yeah.
that might, and I'd like to use investigation to do so if I can.
Investigation? Yeah, go right ahead.
Okay. That's not super great, but I do have a good +8. All right, 18.
18. Okay. Yeah. So you along the way through your ability as a cartographer assess that there's actually a small cave, and you work with the others to determine that it'll actually cut you through up and around, so you actually can get around most of this of the switchbacks without actually going through the switchbacks.
Nice.
And you make it through without issue, and you guys find yourself. So much for a skill challenge.
I could have gone the other way very easily.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. And you find yourselves at the top, and as you're approaching, you see sort of this overhang where there are two griffins just perched there, kind of lying down on this little ledge, and you see one of the Goliaths that dined with you only a couple of nights ago.
Gonna let Bino take that one.
Is it one of the ones
Yeah.
that's they all spoke common, right? All the Goliaths.
Yes, not all of them spoke, but they all seemed to understand what was going on.
Is it one of the ones that spoke?
It is.
Okay.
Is the hold on, let me get to that page. That was a couple of sessions ago. Megan Goat Carver. It was the male Goliath from the fires.
Okay. I'll approach, waving, greet him.
So
How's it
soon.
going? Yeah, we travel fast. We have our ways. How are you?
Fair. I take it you're trying to make it to the Giants then.
We are. I take it you're going there as well, or is this kind of your station? What is the?
This is where I guard the path. So, I can certainly bring you up there. Narakin is with the giants now, and you remember that Narkin was sort of the leader amongst them, even though they were all leaders of their own tribe. He was
Who's the one that spoke to me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Most, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How do you spell his name? Narukin? Narukin?
Narakin. Narkin.
Yeah. Okay.
Narkin Dreamweaver.
Narkin Dreamweaver. That would be such a help if you could write us up there. I don't.
I can't.
Not taking the griffins. I
You
assume.
said ride you up there.
Sorry, I misspoke.
Oh.
We'll ride you up there.
Phrasing, Pepino, phrasing.
I want with these people.
Yeah, you know, he seems.
Derek puts on a cowboy hat.
Yeah, we can, but your bounce won't be able to come up. And do you have a way to bring your pet? And he kind of looks at Drake, because the griffins won't let him ride.
Can we leave him here at this checkpoint?
Will you tie him up? I won't be responsible for him.
I'll look at
Honestly,
Linux.
we're kind of over him. Do whatever you want.
No.
Pepino
No,
pushes
that's
Derek
not our
off the
answer.
Okay, I misread the situation. I'm sorry.
Lennox, what do you think?
I'm not quite sure how safe it is for all of us. If the meeting's happening now and they're bringing you right to it, easy again. Then I'm gonna do Gazeel.
Yeah.
Then it might be safer or at least me to stay here, if not the rest of us.
I mean, you're the most charming out of all of us, though. You could talk the pants off a dragon.
A dragon, yes. Perhaps not these these giants. I'll turn to Narakin. I don't know whether he'll answer or not, but are you?
Oh, Narkin's up there. This is another.
This is
Oh,
Megan.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Oh, right. Narakin's
No, it's
up there.
okay. Yep. Megan Go Carver.
Oh, okay, nice. Are you looking to bring us directly to the meeting?
He looks at the sky and then looks at you and says, well, I don't know if it's started yet. And I don't know if you're going to be included in the main meeting.
Right.
You'll need to speak to them directly. And might I recommend making sure that you have a very good reason to request an audience.
Eliana will look to Pepino.
Yeah, we have the letter, right? Isn't that what or did I misunderstand that?
No, the letter's for another, is for someone else.
Okay.
I'll send a message to Pepino explaining where the letter's for. It's the Elven crew for Elzar's orb that she saw in her head.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry. I thought it was a letter explaining why Amara wasn't there or something.
Right.
Yes.
Narkin had said to you that if you chose to come, that you would be welcome for a visit. Not necessarily welcome to the meeting, but welcome for a visit.
Yeah. Let's just poke our
I
heads
suppose
around.
we can all go up then. If we'll be on a bit of a time limit if we're keeping your horsey here.
Yeah. I think that he and Bandit they can protect each other for the time being, keep each other company.
Sounds good. I don't have any horse feed though. You might have to leave.
Yeah, we'll leave food.
Cheers.
I'll leave food.
All right. We can at least all visit and then get a better lay of the land up there.
All right.
So,
You don't think
Megan,
it's dangerous to leave your horse?
Well, I'm going to
Seems like
tie it
an
to the
okay
posts
thing to-
where the griffins are.
That seems. Leave it by a bunch of hungry beasts. Okay, that's fine. I'm just.
Like if Bandit.
Derek,
Yeah,
how do you
exactly. Right?
how do you know the griffins are hungry, Derek?
Look at their faces.
Yeah, they have bird faces.
Yeah, birds always have hungry faces. Why else would their faces look like that?
Are we ready to go?
Right.
No,
So-
we're not ready to go. I'm criticizing Spino right now.
Well, as you do that, Megan does a series of whistles, and you see come banking around the side of the mountain 5 griffins, and they land
Oh God, they're
on
hungry.
on the
No,
space, and
it's
it's very
fine.
tight, but they land, and Megan turns to you and says, "Get on, they'll take you where you need to go."
Oh, this is going to be quite a ride. And I'll hop up. And...
I appreciate the help.
As I'm climbing off, I will look at Megan and say, "Why couldn't have this been at the bottom of the mountain?"
I had to make it hard for you.
Oh, that's what she said, and then I'll fly away.
And being the first time Lennox ever heard that, he's going to laugh.
I hope Derek gets this all out of his system before we get up there, because
Right.
they'll fucking murder him. So it's
Won't be the first time he's died.
well, last time you murdered yourself, so I don't know what to.
I refuse to believe that.
That's
I'm going to
awesome.
get to the bottom of it.
Lennox will take off as best he can.
Yeah.
Oh, this is magnificent.
And you find that the griffin is more directing you than you are directing the griffin.
Oh.
But as you start to ascend into the clouds, that is where we will end tonight's session.
All right.
Yeah.
Lennox is like on the luck dragon right now. He is just wahoo! Like, so exhilarated flying.
Oh, man. Man.
Oh, man.
Even. Y'all.
Nice.
Wow. All
can't.
right.
I can't.
Well,
Amazing.
I guess I didn't
Vic.
need all my notes about the giants, so.
Nice.
Yep. Yep.
Nope,
Yeah.
never
See, we
do.
dug into that lore.
I didn't need.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess a little bit.
Yeah, we get with the
Yeah, some of that.
Credosians or whatever. The
I don't think we got that
The
sidetracked.
Credosians.
It was just
Yeah,
so
we
much
talked to the
shenanigan, like-
crustacean.
Yes.
No, you
Wow.
guys just got
Full
some
circle,
massage
it's the
time in.
crustaceans.
It's the crustaceans.
What?
It's
They're
all
the
coming
barnacles.
around.
The DM will remember that.
Oh my god.
All right. Awesome. Well, everyone, thank you so much for hanging out. Lots of
Thanks,
fun.
people.
Thank you, Vic, for an amazing
Yes.
session.
Yeah, that was a lot of
Thank
fun.
you guys. Lots
Mhm.
of good stuff. Dan, do you want to do all the shout outs before?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. We have because I respect I know some folks that just enjoy lurking and watching. Follow us. I won't put names out there, but thank you for the follows. I will say thank you, Alan Rez, because you were chatting and involved and everything else. So thank you for joining us. Thanks for all the new folks too that popped in tonight. There were a lot of I saw a number of new folks that were chatting and everything. It was great. Thank you for the host, Horsey Toad and Kim, D20 TV. And thank you so much
guys are
for
the
our nice, our awesome anonymous donator that gifted 5 tier 1 subs. So thank you so much.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, that's amazing. Thank
I don't
you.
pee my pants. That was nice.
Oh, man, that's awesome. Dan, I don't want to put you on the spot. It's okay if you don't. You don't happen to have the schedule where you can just throw it up in the corner, do you?
No, I'm so sorry.
Daniel, how am I supposed to remember everything?
We've been
Okay.
talking about that for like
Daniel
3
Murray.
months.
Yeah.
The schedule's right there, though. The schedule is right. You just scroll down a little bit. You can see the schedule,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
Yeah,
it's a
on
prettier.
mode.
I
Yeah.
can
Old
say it
schedule.
if you need someone to say it.
My God. I won't make you do it because you have to do it tomorrow night. So,
Okay.
all right.
too?
So, if you liked hanging out with us,
We like hanging out with
we-
you.
yeah, we love hanging out with you.
You
We
guys are
play on.
You guys are
all right, Peanut Gallery. Let's get through this so we can call it a night.
Oh, it's
Side quest during the outro.
Mhm.
Yeah. Jesus. All right. 10 p.m. Eastern. Every Sunday night is, these guys. And then on Monday nights, we have the Forsaken, which is just as side questy and Forbidden Magic. And Steph, of course, DMs that one. On Tuesday night, we have our All Evil campaign that Dan DMs. On Wednesday, we have our D&D therapy talk show where we have people from the different campaigns come and chat about what happened that week and what's going on with our characters. And the one's from 10, not until 1 a.m. It's usually going to be like, what, an hour and a half?
Yeah.
Yeah. We were like at 2 hours for our premiere episode last week, but we had a lot to go over. So we are off on Thursday nights, but of course you can check out D20 TV's, who is Kim. She has a little folk campaign, a small folk campaign on her channel, which is amazing. Friday nights, we have, of course, Stormfall, the good aligned, very dramatic, suspenseful campaign. And then finally on Saturdays, we have Court of Thorns. Yes, I keep wanting to say Crown of Thorns. I don't know why. And that one is all centered around horror and sanity and some interesting, crazy things that Kim has brewed up. And they are on their 3rd episode this week, I think, right? 1,
Yes.
2, 3? Yes, because, well, there was session 0 that she ended up showing, but third episode. One, so, yeah. And then we have some more things coming down the pipe. So super great. Love hanging out with all of you, and hopefully we'll see you next week to find out if they die on the top of this mountain.
No.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna go. We're gonna tame some giants.
No, everyone's gonna be fine except for
Dragons.
They'll be our new mounts.
We're gonna put on some more lotion. It's gonna be great.
God.
Lots of lotion.
Awesome.
All right.
It's just bacon
Have a
grease.
great week, guys.
Precious for everyone.
Yeah. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Love you guys.